everyone, and welcome in to another match of Roulette Raceway 3. My name is Cabin, you can simply call me Cab, and today we find ourselves in round 2 of the lower, or losers bracket. Today, 2 players will enter, only one of them will leave. Our 2 players in question are to the left, BigMachete13, and to the right, we have Moo. I can already see we have 2 very lovely people in the chat. Hello, everyone. And once again, welcome in, welcome in. We will be starting off in Chongqing, chosen by our random number generator, with our bands in question being Mendoza and New York from Big Machete, and Paris and Dartmoor from Moo. Essentially speaking, we'll be skipping out on the one target maps, we'll be skipping out on my personal favorite being Mendoza, and Paris. We'll be starting in about 30 seconds. Both of our players are ready in the Chongqing loadout menu. As always, feel free to give me a shout regarding the audio levels and such. But, assuming that everything is okay, we'll be starting off very shortly. And we'll see that the spin in question is Hush, with a loud explosive weapon as the board member, and Imogen Royce with a pistol as the researcher. Right, so we're most likely looking at a dumpling cook start to get yourself the board member. You can start off with a pistol quite easily, and we can already see that Moo has loaded in at the dumpling cook start, as we discussed. Already having thrown a crowbar to lure out the board member, they're knocked out just like that. Just need to make sure that the ICA assistant doesn't see the body, and there we go. She's moved into the kitchen. Everything is cool and good on Moo's end. 30 seconds in game time into the map as Big Machete is now loading in. Very shortly, also going with a dumpling cook start. We can expect a similar strategy to be executed on their end, as Moo is climbing up the ladder onto the rooftops of Hush's, so to say, area. We can see now how Moo is approaching Hush as we speak, as Big Machete have gotten the board member disguise and is moving out of the restaurant, going what I would presume would be a different path. Yes, they're going into the center building of Chongqing and up the stairs. The building in question being the one where you can get that pair of scissors by the board. And yes, they've now reached the rooftops of that building where you need to climb across the edge to get onto Hush's rooftop. Speaking of Hush, though, we have Moo, who's in Hush's office. They did get a frontal knockout on Hush there, which caught the attention of one of their assistants, the one who interviews the test subject, but a quick pistol shot managed to distract the assistant again, and Moo is in the clear. Just need to knock out that one guard in the relaxation room. And now, I believe Moo is in quite a fortunate position, having the Hush kill set up, having placed an explosive next to it, now having a researcher disguise as they're moving out of Hush's little fortress here. And they've now shot one of the security drones, which will get Imogen's attention. And I just took a quick glance at Big Machete there. That's a restart. I'm unsure of what happened, because from what I saw from Big Machete's end, things seemed to be okay. They had reached the relaxation room and had knocked out the researcher, and they seemed to just about be knocking out the guard that's in that same room. So I'm not sure what happened there. They threw an egg at the guard from what I saw. So did something there go wrong, or I'm not sure. I'm unfortunately not sure on what happened with Big Machete's end, but what I do know is that they have now restarted, and they did change their loadout. It might have been a simple act of just missing something in their loadout, and they decided to restart to just get it. He threw a blue egg in front of a dirty body next to guard. Yeah, so it's either that they wanted to restart to get themselves a different loadout, or that the guard somehow saw that dirty body. It's unfortunate either way, and you will have to excuse me once again that I could not see for sure what exactly happened. Meanwhile, on Moo's end, they've done some preparation while we've discussed about Big Machete. The preparation in question being getting both the board member disguise and the researcher disguise down to the stairs of Imogen as she's now approaching up the stairs. Moo, with a camera and ready, has knocked out Imogen's bodyguard. That's a bodyguard completely knocked out, and that's Imogen shot in the head in a researcher disguise. That's Moo now putting out the board member disguise. With the trigger in hand, it's just a matter of going to the scooter and triggering it just before they exit. There we go, that's Hush triggered, that's Hush eliminated, and that's Moo having escaped. Very well played, very cleanly played by Moo there. This right here, this is someone who's an RR finalist. This is someone who's reached a final of Roulette Rivals. They're a very, very good player, played very cleanly. They know what they're doing. And since the spin has now been removed, we can confirm that these 2 points will be going to Moo. Give me just a second to update that. Come on. There we go. So that's 2 points going to Moo, with Big Machete now getting to choose the next map, aside from the bands that we discussed earlier. Let's see. Yes, Moo has won the previous map. I'm just reading what Kakenet has sent. Moo has won the previous map, score 0-2. Big Machete, please select the next map whenever you can. And we will see that Big Machete has chosen Santa Fortuna. Alright, let's go! I like myself some Santa Fortuna. Let's go, Big Machete. A comment from In4Fun in the Discord. Machete has been waiting his whole life for this moment. But we should hopefully see now that it's been updated with the text on stream. Santa Fortuna, chosen by BigMachete13. There's the spin. Well, I mean, like, the spin loading in, so to say. We'll see whenever it actually starts. Do we have an ETA for when the spin arrives? There it is, thank you. We'll be starting in about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. A comment from Big Machete. I don't care if I'm winning or losing. I just wanted to play Santa Fortuna Lamau. That is a very, very good reason to play Santa Fortuna, and I love you for it. Oh, I love you for this, Big Machete. A comment from Moo. I'm so washed. I guess we'll see about that. I guess we'll see about that, my dear Moo. Let's see how this goes. 1 minute and 50 seconds until arrival. So, I will say, I did see some notes about a waterfall boost in this map. I do not get that reference. As a friendly reminder, I am quite inexperienced. Can someone be very kind enough to enlighten me as to what the waterfall boost is? I will admit, I am a bit curious. You should ask Gorg Gaiman, you say. Okay. Okay. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. They say that curiosity killed the cat, but I've killed quite an amount of cats in my time, so I think I can afford it. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, 45 seconds until start. Lovely. Yeah, I said, it is Santa Fortuna. It is one of the big maps. Free targets. A very respectable choice from BigMachete. And there we go, 5 seconds until it's time. And we'll see that we have Rico Delgado with Electrocution as an elite guard, Andrea Martinez with a silenced shotgun as the mansion staff, and Jorge Franco with an impact explosive weapon as a drug lab worker. Alright. Well, I mean, like, drug lab worker for Jorge is always appreciated, that's for certain. And I can see that both of our players are leaning towards starting out as mansion staff, which I also think is probably for the best. Just get Rico isolated and then move on to Andrea. We can see that Moo has loaded in as mansion staff, as we discussed, moving up the stairs as we speak and moving towards the garage to isolate Rico. BigMachete is still on the loadout menu, unfortunately, but as I say that, there we go. They've now they're now loading in as Moo makes the peekaboo on Rico. Just gotta hit him with a wrench now. There we go. So that's now Rico isolated on Moo's end, just making some final preparations, knocking out this pink shirted guard, knocking out the green shirted guard. Very clean. We've done this before. Very clean. Moving on down through the secret wall to the underground caves, most likely to maybe get themselves an isolated elite guard. Who knows? To get themselves later, perhaps? No, they will be getting themselves a silenced pistol first, and then moving right back up through the secret wall once again and out of the garage. Whilst BigMachete has loaded in as the mansion staff and has started off with deleting the evidence and is now moving up to the ground floor of Rico's mansion. We can see Rico walking past the typical spot where you would peekaboo him. Does Machete still have a chance to catch him, or are they planning to get Rico later? I believe they are planning to get Rico later. BigMachete has let Rico go as they're moving down into the hidden cave system, much like Moo once did, getting themselves a silenced pistol and moving on out again, much like Moo. Meanwhile, on Moo's end, we do have some a pistol distraction into Andreas' office and some shotgun shots into Andrea, but a guard has been alerted. A guard has been alerted by Moo's shotgun shots. This could be a very bad situation. dragging the bodies behind the table so that the guards hopefully don't see it through the window. Ah, nope. 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 Guard came to the window, looked in, saw Moo dragging the body. That's a rip. Oh, I'm sorry, Moo. That's a rip. Had they kept the bodies behind the table, it might have worked. Just maybe. But even then, it was a really tense situation. Holy heck, that was, yep, oof. Okay, meanwhile, on Big Machete's end, they have now reached Andrea Martinez in the same office as Moo was once in, and they just made the shotgun shot themselves without alerting anybody. Okay. Oh boy. So yeah, that's a clean kill on Big Machete. No panicked guard or anything. I did see some question in the chat. I did see some questions in the chat about, like, wasn't the door closed? Or sometimes door just doesn't work if you even KO Andrea. I'm not sure. Live Andrea is whack, says K Canada in the chat. I unfortunately can't say for sure. I would have thought that it was like maybe, like, could the TV have done some weird shenanigans in that you hit the TV? But even then, Big Machete also hit the TV, and it's like, I don't know. Forget that I said anything. I'm not sure. On Big Machete's end, they throw down a propane flask they carried with them onto the bridge below. Yeah, okay, so the bridge below the bridge to Rico's mansion. You could climb down a vine to get down to that wooden bridge, and Big Machete used a propane flask to blow open the door normally locked by a key card. And now they are in the locker rooms of the underground cave system, having just now knocked out an elite guard with a soda can, and they now have that disguise in hand. Whilst on Moo's end, they've now gotten their revenge on Andrea Martinez. Knocked out their assistant first in the office, and then entered the office themselves to take care of Andrea. So there we go. Now both of our players have one target each eliminated, that being Andrea. Although, with Big Machete being in a slight lead with an elite guard disguise in hand. And what I believe they have set up an electrocution kill for Rico now. I believe they're going for a submarine lure. So we just need Rico to run on that puddle, and Rico will be finished on Big Machete's end. I really like this setup. I really like this setup that Big Machete's got here, because now they can just use the cave system to go to that exit leading to the cocoa fields where Jorge is hiding. So yeah, this is looking very clean on Big Machete's end. And they even have a seeker in hand, managed to hit Jorge with the seeker. And no, I'm sorry. They have managed to seeker Jorge, who's going to the good bathroom, or the good outhouse, I guess you would call it. I don't know. Leaving an opportunity where they could. Yes, Big Machete will be knocking out Jorge here. They have a drug lab worker knocked out as well, so they can get themselves that disguise if needed. They're just staring at Rico through instinct here, waiting for them to be killed. I'm hoping that puddle worked. I'm hoping that the puddle works. Wait. Have they made it past the puddle? It is possible that... Yeah, okay. It is possible that Rico may have just straight up walked past that puddle. That's unfortunate. Immediately from K Canada in the chat. Did that puddle even work? Nope. Car battery time. So, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Big Machete has just now moved Jorge to the edge of the water, got that impact explosive detonated, and that's Jorge eliminated for Big Machete. So now, just get themselves the Elite Guard disguise. They're allowed to walk in the caves, so that makes things simpler. So now just improvise on Rico Delgado. As K Canada said, car battery time. Let's do this. Meanwhile, on Moo's end, you have my apologies. I've been very focused on Big Machete right now. But you did eliminate Rico Delgado earlier with the Elite Guard disguise while they were isolated in the garage. And have now entered the fields of Jorge Franco, having seekered them going towards the good bathroom. And I believe, yes, they've set up a distraction for the drug lab worker who's inside the packing station normally. And like, these are cocoa fields, right? I thought that these were cocoa fields, but I might be wrong. I saw a note from the chat earlier, just like, that this isn't a cocoa field. I thought it was. Don't they grow? I don't know. Ooh, okay, look on Big Machete's end there. Look at Big Machete's end there. Just Rico very carefully just walking past the puddle. And look on Moo's end. No! No! Moo! Moo got spotted knocking out Jorge, while on Big Machete's end they've knocked out Rico and is trying to drag Rico on the puddle. Oh my god! Oh my god, Big Machete! Big Machete drags Rico on top of the tiny puddle without getting electrocuted themselves. That was amazing, Machete! Oh, what timing with that! Oh, the timing of you doing that! As Moo got that really unfortunate rip. Ooh, Oi. That's an exit for Big Machete. GG, I believe that's 2 points going to them. If Moo had not gotten that super unfortunate rip, if they hadn't gotten that rip, this could have been very close. We could have been looking at a photo finish here. Ooh, but as it stands, that was still a very good game. Well done to Big Machete once again. That was... that was highlight worthy. Oh. Now, I will see here that Moo has already been informed about choosing the next map, and we can already see that Moo has chosen Sapienza. I will be updating that on the stream. There we go. That should do it. Nope. That should do it. Another note from the chat. This one for fun. Moo KO'd Moo KO'd Jorge and his guard turned around to extended compromise 47. Yeah. Again, very unfortunate. Incredibly unfortunate. Spin arrives at 25 minutes past the hour, or in about 1 minute and 45 seconds. Just looking at the chat here between just like Big Machete and Moo and like everyone else, and just it's fun. It's fun. We're having fun here. Wait, hang on, wait, wait, hang on, wait. Sorry, I think I had a system crash there for a second. What's going on? What's happening? Okay, what's happening is that we're going to Sapienza. The one map with so many disguises, as most of us are aware. Would be fun to get like both of the plumbers for a spin here. Just one plumber for one target and the other plumber for the other one. That would be fun. I haven't seen that yet. And regarding the last map, we do have a question from Big Machete about how they did put a coin on the puddle, but Rico just didn't notice it. I guess they don't really notice coins when they're running, but I don't know. I don't know. Like, if... Like, that might... I don't know. I'm still thinking back to that. I'm just still thinking back to the puddle. And just, like, how you could make it work. Maybe they do notice coins. I don't know. I don't know. 10 seconds. There's much I don't know. So let's just focus on what I do know. Which is that our current spin is Silvio Caruso with a letter opener as the chef, and Francesca DeSantis with a falling object as priest. Hey, falling object! That can be annoying sometimes. Franny falling object for Moo again, says In for Fun in the chat. Okay. So they have a bit of practice with this, then that could be quite an advantage. Especially since Moo has already loaded into the map. Honestly, they loaded in as soon as I finished reading the spin. Starting out in the church, having already moved down to the security room and destroyed the cameras, getting themselves a priest disguise. And they've now exited the church, all in a little under 30 seconds. They are blazing through this so far. Whilst Big Machete still loading in. Some long load times on console. That is the unfortunate truth. But they will also be they'll also be starting out in the church, and will most likely move into the camera room as well to get themselves the cameras destroyed and to get themselves the priest's disguise. On Moo's end, they've entered Silvio Cruz's kitchen, exited it with some soup in hand. Don't need to worry about cameras, just needs to shoot open the door into the stairs, into the main stairs for the observatory. There we go. Shooting out the observatory box, which will get Silvio's attention. And we can see that they are approaching Francesca's office. And we can see that Francesca is inside the office with Moo tranking their bodyguard. Francesca is looking towards that board over there, and they have been knocked out. Just needs to be taken to the stairs now, where we have the chandelier. So far, very, very quick work on Moo's end here. Look at that. 2 minutes into the spin, and that's Francesca eliminated. That is very, very well played and very well done on Moo's end. For Big Machete is about 1 minute and 40 seconds into the map. And they're now moving up the stairs of the observatory and is moving up the pipe to Franny's office. However, we do have some notes from the chat. Moo didn't pick up the letter opener. Moo has forgotten the letter opener that's required for eliminated Silvio Caruso. Or have they? Have they forgotten the letter opener? I'm not sure. Hang on. I saw a very familiar camera shake on Moo's end just before they went back up the pipe and into Francesca's office. Yeah, there's a good chance that they might have forgotten the letter opener. We can see now Moo back in Francesca's office. There it is. Letter opener now in hand. As Big Machete has knocked out Francesca's bodyguard and now knocked out Francesca themselves, moving her towards that chandelier. Just need to make sure this is set up. Blue egg! Indeed, Big Machete is using the blue egg. And that's Francesca eliminated on Big Machete's end. Whilst on Moo, they did eliminate Silvio just a few seconds prior. While forgetting the letter opener did slow them down a little bit. Not by much. It did not slow them down by much. Oh no, Big Machete! Bug! There's a bug on Big Machete's end where they cannot aim down the pistol. Oh dear. Try to aim down the pistol for shooting out the observatory panel. And the bug just had to hit. But even so, they were unfortunately a bit far behind. As Moo, after having eliminated Silvio, quickly went down to the lab, quickly took care of the virus, and have exited. So, I mean, GG's on that front. Very cleanly played by Moo. Like, as said earlier, they were just blazing through it. And just even with forgetting the letter opener, that did not slow them down by a bit. So that's 2 well-deserved points going to Moo, leaving the score at 2-4. 2 to Big Machete, 4 points to Moo, with Big Machete being the one to choose the next map. That map in question being Mumbai. Man, you both are very fast in picking maps. I believe you... It's like you both have prepared. That's good. It's like you both came prepared. But of course, we will be changing the next map to Mumbai. We'll be updating the details of the stream. There we go. And now it's once again just a matter of waiting for the spin to arrive. The estimated time of arrival being, drum roll please. Drum roll please. There we go. 2 minutes and 35 seconds. I will be going on a quick little break, so things will just be a bit silent. But don't you worry, I will be right back. Welcome back everyone, and thank you for your patience. The spin will be arriving in about 50 seconds, as stated earlier, the score is 2-6. 2-6. Wait, no, 2-4. I apologize. The score is currently 2-4 with match point to Moo. They just need to win this map, and they are guaranteed to continue in the lower bracket, with BigMachete, in that case, would be knocked out. However, this is BigMachete's map pick. They still have an opportunity to turn this around. They just need to win this, and then the next map, and then they'll be the one moving forward in this tournament, with Moo being knocked out. It all comes down to this, and it all comes down to our spin. That being Vasir Kale with a pistol as the Kashmirian, Vanya Shah with a fall in the suit, and Dawood Rangan with an SMG as laundry foreman. Alright, it's been a while since I last saw a suit spin for this map. And for that matter, this is a map with quite a varied bit of suit spins, so that's always appreciated. Sorry, suit starts, my bad. Not suit spins, suit starts. Kashmirian as well is fun. And we can see that Moo has loaded in, starting out in the Charles with some pistol shots, shot towards the Kashmirian for an easy knockout in the lower floor of their apartment. So a promising start for Moo. Now being in the Kashmirian disguise and moving on down the stairs. And we can see that BigMachete has now loaded in as well, executing a similar strategy to move. We will see Kashmirian knocked out. Nope. Well, I mean, yes, Kashmirian was knocked out on BigMachete's end, but it was a frontal KO, so that's an unfortunate rip on Machete's end. Ooh, very unfortunate, very unfortunate. Whilst on Moo's end, I believe, yes, they've gotten to the position of isolating the Maelstrom in one of the Crow balconies, I guess we would call it, the Crow balcony, where you shoot up in the air, get their attention, and headshot them in the back of the head as the Kashmirian, as Moo has executed here. They did get a curious holy man going up the stairs, but a quick drop of the briefcase quickly diverted their attention and Moo's in the clear. So now it's on to Vanya Shah and Dawood Rangan, as a BigMachete has now successfully knocked out the Kashmirian, not getting a frontal KO like last time. Just need to, there we go, just need to stop that curious lady going up to the Charles otherwise. And they will now be moving into the slums themselves to try and get the Maelstrom. As Moo made a return trip back to the Charles to get their suit, and is now moving towards the train yard, towards Vanya Shah, with, admittedly speaking, quite a promising lead. Still, it's not over yet, not by a long shot, and BigMachete has successfully gotten a similar distraction shot to Moo. That's the Maelstrom on the balcony now. That's the Maelstrom knocked out. There we go. Now, there is a bullet impact noticed on BigMachete's end. That would be from the Holy Man, damn it. That would be from the Holy Man. The Holy Man has run away to try and get some help. And BigMachete does have a body knocked out that absolutely cannot be found up here in the Crow balcony. So we can see a Crow approaching the balcony with SMG in hand. This could be a tight situation for BigMachete. Alas, the Crow is now on the balcony, And that's the crow knocked out. I believe Big Machete has solved it. I believe that Big Machete has solved the crisis at hand, and they're now in the clear. Very well done. Very well done. Now, on Moo's end, let's see, they dropped off their suit a bit earlier by one of the metal forge workers. And now, in the metal forger disguise, they're now entering the office of the laundry foreman. Having tranked one of their assistants and now knocked out the laundry foreman themselves, they have their disguise. And as I was commentating that, something happened on Big Machete's end. Oh, I missed that. I'm sorry for missing that. I'm unsure of what happened on Big Machete's end, and I apologize for missing it. But it is a restart. It is a restart, putting Moo in even bigger of a lead, an even greater lead, as they're moving back to the metal forge with a pink brick in hand. Well, okay, a pink brick was a bit generous. Just a brick. A brick in hand, thrown into the fire to lure out the two remaining targets. We will see Moo executing the classic strategy of getting these two guards by the container knocked out, as Vanya Shah prepares to exit the train yard. So again, as said, this is a very comfortable lead that Moo is in. It's a very comfortable lead, and Big Machete has quite a bit of ground to catch up on. They will once again be knocking out both of the crows in this balcony area, and once again, that is the Maelstrom lured up to the balcony. Whilst on Moo's end, that's the second bodyguard of Vanya Shah knocked out. That's the one. That's both of them. Apologies. First the one, and then the second. And now moving to the metal forge to switch into the suit, as Vanya Shah has spotted the bodies from afar. They will be running towards them, but a frying pan to the face will stop Vanya Shah in their tracks. And now it's a matter of just dumping Vanya Shah into that forge for a fall kill. Very, very well played by Moo. That's Vanya Shah eliminated. Now they've just switched into the laundry foreman disguise with Dawood Rangan remaining, who, with the brick that was placed earlier, will be approaching Moo very shortly. Well, okay, very shortly was a bit exaggerated, I will admit that much. They're still by the building, just about to exit it and move into the construction site. Actually, is that a pistol distraction that Moo has just shot? So it would seem. A pistol distraction with a bullet impact noticed, mind you. Doesn't seem to affect Dawood though, so that's good. And they've now knocked out, Moo in question has now knocked out one of the tuk-tuk drivers, I believe they're called. Oh, right, so hang on, the pistol shot. Ooh, so the pistol shot has distracted all of the guards that were following Dawood. That's clever. That's very, very clever. Because then Moo could just shoot Dawood with an SMG in the back of the head as they were walking across the pier and just quickly dump their body into the ocean. I know I say that I've said this a lot this match, but very cleanly played. That was very clean, very nice, Very well done by Moo. Good work. Good work, Moo. We will confirm that those are the final 2 points going to Moo. And for that matter, the whole match going to Moo, leaving a final score of 2-6. By looking at the non-targets being eliminated on Machete's end, they have also been informed of this. But GG's all the same. GG's all the same. Big Machete will unfortunately be knocked out from this tournament, but we thank you very kindly for playing, and we still hope to see you around. Like, I'll mention it again. That electro kill on Rico was truly amazing. It really was. And yeah, you're cool. You're cool, Big Machete. On the brackets though, we will see that Moo will be moving on to round 3 of the lower bracket, going up against whoever loses round 3.4 of the winner's bracket. That would be either Quatility or whoever wins the match between the Reaper 47 and Parabluey. So we can look forward to that in regards on how those matches will turn out. Speaking of which, we will see that we have another match later today between Volcat and Rocky at 8 p.m. CET. They will be, yes, that will be in the lower bracket as well. These two players going up at each other in this knockout match. And then, of course, all of the other matches that we will play these following days. Whew. And I believe that's a wrap. I believe that is everything. Thank you all very kindly for watching. Thanks again to our players. You've all been a very lovely audience. Thank you for adminning, Kaneda. I need to say that as well. Thank you for adminning, Kaneda. I'm gonna go rest. I'm just gonna go rest now. Bye bye.